Riley Davis specifically requested a video about this young man today. It is Washington's freshman sensation, Hans Steinbach, who, in his first exhibition for Washington against UNLV, was sensational. He totaled 24 points, 16 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. He was 11 for 16 from the floor. There are plenty of clips to go around for this. In fact, shout out to Arman Jovic, who came on our channel earlier this offseason to help us break down some of the international prospects that are making their way to the Big Ten. Armand cut up all of Steinbach's clips. They are as impressive as the numbers would make you believe. Hans Steinbach dominated the FIBA event this summer. He's dominating exhibitions for Washington now. Depending on who you ask, he is either the Big Ten Freshman of the Year favorite or a one and done potential lottery pick, or maybe both. But you are the person who wanted to talk Hans today. So take me there. What do you want to talk about? What's that? A sprinkler?
The sprinkler, baby. We're in Husky Nation. I am with you. That's my coach, Coach Sprink. Look, man, it was a rough first year for him in the Big Ten, but Coach Sprink reloaded through the transfer portal and with the crown jewel of the international class with Hans Steinbach. I love this kid. I was just watching those clips last night. That's like, yo, sleepers as a Big Ten slant, Big Ten audience. We want to play into that. This dude, to me, like, I think. Is he going to be dominant from day one? I can't escape it. Like I just envision a world where his Big Ten debut even could be a 20-10 game because every time I watch him, he plays so hard, like has a ridiculous motor where he is determined to get every rebound. It's honestly Tyler Hansbrough-esque with his nose for the ball, the way he's got this crazy wingspan. I believe it's at least 7'2", maybe it's even grown in the past year. But like because I think he's listed at 6'9" or 6'10", but you watch him stick his nose in there for a board, and it's like he just can reach and tower above everybody. Has great hands to where he's able to secure every loose ball. And beyond that, too, I just think he has so much skill. His touch around the basket is really impressive. I think he's a good playmaker. You can run stuff through him in the short roll. He had a couple really nice passes out of doubles in this exhibition. And like I tweeted this out upon watching these highlights. Like I fell in love with him in the FIBA U19 World Cup. And everything that's come out since then has just further confirmed my suspicion that he ends up a top 10 pick. And I get that when you're looking at NBA archetypes, what he fits, there's not a ton of guys in his mold. The dudes who are shorter than 7 feet, who don't have that spring-loaded athleticism and a questionable jumper. But I just like you look at this dude, and the best thing I can say is he's just a ball player. Like it doesn't matter if you put him at the 4 or the 5. He's just a ball player. And I buy someone with that work ethic. I think his physical tools, even if he's not the bounciest athlete, like his athleticism is good enough. And I believe he shot 2 for 9 from three in the FIBA U19 World Cup, shot 30% in Germany's top league this past year. So pretty low volume and some question marks there. But if he can round that out, like the sky is just the limit for this kid. And I can't wait just to see how Washington deploys him. And I know you might push back and say they got Des Claude and Wesley Yates who want the ball. You're saying that I think you would say that as like a pessimistic view, right? Like Des Claude or Wesley Yates are going to prevent Hans from being great and not feed him.
Oh, yeah. I like this Washington team 10 times more if Des Claude gets hit by a meteor. Now, I don't hope that happens, Des. I wish you well. I like you. That was just the first thing that popped into my brain of like a way for you to not be on this basketball team. We could also I don't I should probably stop coming up with ways for Des Claude to be off this basketball team. But the point is that they have too many cooks. They have too many cooks in the kitchen. And I shouldn't say that before we see it. Maybe Danny Sprinkle's going to be a godsend and he's perfect and can manage all of these egos. I'm just going off of data points from the past where Wesley Yates and Des Claude were together last year on a team that wanted them to do everything and they were largely losers under a coach that I really like in Eric Musselman. Now, they had great individual seasons. Their team did not because they played a lot of losing basketball. Des Claude has never been on a winning basketball team, ever. So I look at this team, and respectfully to those guys, this is a video about Hans. We should start there. You did start there. But I look at this team and what Sprinkle had on the floor. No Des Claude yesterday. No Kwamari Peterson yesterday, who I actually like a little more. But they were missing some key pieces. This team played through their freshmen. And J.J. Mandequit had 12 assists. And dare I say, J.J. Mandequit, who does have a reputation of being a big-time winner, who was in the FIBA World Cup USA team camp stuff, putting out good performances this summer, he is giving me flashes of freshman Braden Smith a couple years ago. And if Danny Sprinkle is able to play through these freshmen this year without feeling obligated contractually to play through guys he spent millions of dollars on that are 23-year-old losers that just care about getting their 20 points, I'm so much more in on this. I am so much more in on this. And Wesley Yates isn't part of it. Wesley Yates, I think, can be a winner. I think it's too young to tell. But I love the idea of Mandequit, Wesley Yates, pick whatever wing athlete you want between Bryson Tucker and maybe Zoom Diallo if he's back. He was out for this game. Steinbach and then Kepnang at the 5. I'm so in on that vision. I just don't want Des Claw to get in the way of it. I don't know where they work Peterson in either. He's an electric player who Sprinkle keeps saying has been their best shooter this year. So, look, it's an abundance of riches, but it all centers back through Steinbach, who I buy this production, Riley. I mean, he led this team in minutes in this exhibition. They were running things through him up top and down low. He's just an elite rebounder. I don't even know who to compare. Like Kevin Love-esque rebounding, probably.
I'm going with Hansbrough. I said it at the top, but I'll repeat it. He reminds me of Hansbrough with the nose for the ball.
Dion, you okay? You look a little sweaty.
So every August, September, my air conditioning breaks, and there's just nothing I can do about it.
Dude, that's tough. Out in California, too. Like, I mean, what is it, like 80 degrees still there today?
Today's gonna be like 85, 90, but like peak summer, it gets like 110. My AC just doesn't ever hold up.
I mean, it sounds like it's a bummer that you can't take advantage of Duncan Mechanical Solutions because Duncan Mechanical Solutions is an HVAC company based in Angola, servicing the tri-state area, bringing commercial quality to the residential world with excellent customer service. You heard us talk about Duncan Mechanical last summer. If you need heating or air conditioning, kitchen or bath remodeling, or all of the above, Duncan Mechanical is the place to go in the Midwest. Go to DuncanMechanicalSolutions.com to take advantage and make sure you don't wind up like Dion. Yeah.
But he has better physical tools because he's got limbs for days.
Do you think he's a one and done?
100% top 10 pick. I'm leaning into that. I'm not backing down from it until I see reason otherwise to think that.
Is there any world where he's a Hansbrough 4-year absurd player? Because he kind of is the post guy who's like just not good enough for the NBA, but he's already on the NBA radar, so I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, like I said, I've been tweeting out the top 10 propaganda since the World Cup. Doubled down on it last night when I saw Armand tweet out this clip. I was like, this is my guy. I think we did a mock lottery like back in late June, early July for 2026, and I've made sure to include Hans in there. But if I'm being honest, if I separate my head from my heart a little bit and think a little bit more with my brain, I see how again, I think his athleticism is good. You watch him go up and catch a lob, it's like that dude does not have a problem punching on somebody. But I think he's a good defender too. Like the rim protection, I think is legit. However, it's like, again, he's not an elite athlete. He's probably 6'10". His NBA future is predicated on him playing the 4, and you need to see the jumper come together more. And I don't really think he's at that point yet. Maybe he can get there where he's like a Derek Queen type playmaker who you give him the ball and let him facilitate or make reads. Again, I think he can get there. I think he can become a multi-read player, but in that world, if he doesn't show any flashes of the jumper or like greater ball handling or playmaking strides, it's not out of the realm of it's inside the realm of possibilities for him to be back for year 2. Now, getting to 4 years, that's kind of tough to envision. Like that would have to be his developmental curve falls off a cliff.
Yeah.
I keep like, I've said this before this summer, like when me and Eli did a video on Washington for Riley every day. He played in the top league in Germany well into the playoffs when Noah Essengay, who just went in the lottery, was opting out. When Noah Essengay was like, I'm good. I'm going to go get drafted. Good luck without me. And he averaged 15 and 10 in the playoffs in the top league in Germany against pros, dude. Like that to me, he's 18. Like all of this stuff, he's checking so many boxes that you want in an elite prospect. And I understand the questions, but yeah, if he hits his ceiling, like he should be a top 10 lock, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just with you. Like I hope Coach Sprink realizes sooner rather than later, this is the star who you play through. If Des Claude gets his feelings hurt about it, the good news is you get to move on from Des Claude at the end of the year, and you have options in the backcourt and on the wing to where you don't have to cater to him. And
Yeah.
I don't know about Des Claude's character. I'm just going off of what you said, where he hasn't done a lot of winning. He did have a long drawn out transfer recruitment, But yeah, I'm a Mandaquit guy as well. The pieces are there for this team to be really good.
All right, I'm gonna do something I think has never been done before in this channel, but you know how we do the preseason annual episode, you, me, and Carter, where we each bring 10 bold predictions and we grade them out. I'm so looking forward to that. We'll probably do it, I think, in 2 weeks because we're gonna be gone this Thursday doing media day stuff. But next week, Thursday, let's get a Riley Friday back in the calendar and make sure we do our favorite annual episode. I am doing something no one's ever done, to my knowledge, on this channel. I am calling dibs before you do on one of my bold predictions. I am predicting Washington to finish second in the Big Ten.
I love that take so much. I'm slightly jealous because, like I said, I'm a Husky this year, but I love it. I hope it happens.
I'll let you go with something Steinbach specific, but the more I've sat on this, and I've had this take, I've said it on the channel a couple times. This roster to me might be top 7 or 6 in the sport. Like
It's
if you
sick,
put
dude.
put these guys in like in Kentucky uniforms, I think we feel better about this roster than Kentucky's roster. Part of that might be the injury to Quaintance, but like Steinbach is insane. They have 7 good guards. Like Wesley Yates might be like the 5th best guy on this team, and I had him top 10 in my Big Ten player rankings this year. Like Sprinkle's got to make sure he doesn't mess it up. And I'll be honest, last year was a data point towards me not trusting Danny Sprinkle, but he's just done such a good job collecting guys on this team. And I think if you are a Washington fan, you would be hoping what happened in this exhibition was what happened. Like, let this team be Mandaquit and Steinbach's. Go all in on the freshmen. Let the other guys figure it out around them. This could be awesome.
I'm with you.